Welcome to stage 7 of Fella Cars at GMR, which is the Grampian Model Railroaders layout at Stawell. This video shows how we are doing our line marking. I'm not a rivet counter, and however I do like to see straight lines where they should be, and other things such as drivers in locos and passengers in carriages where possible. I was reading a British mag recently and noticed the high level of detail they put into scenery and detailing their locos, etc. But their white lines on the roads looked like a Tipex whiteout pen was used and no ruler. It really detracted from the overall image that they tried to create. Trying not to fall into that trap because we have metres of lines to paint, I've made up a stencil using the Fella Car System road stickers supplied with my level crossing kit. Simple matter of scanning the sticker, printing it out, and then putting it in a laminating pouch and then through the laminator. Then it was a simple matter to cut out the lines and another quick pass through the laminator to seal the edges. And then cut out the alignment marks for solid strips along the road, plus the continuation of the dotted lines, so the stencil flowed from one to the other. A quick run of a truck establishes the road dimensions again, because of course the wires are buried and a bit hard to see, and then we dabbed white acrylic poster paint onto the stencil. It really should be a two-man job, as the lifting of the stencil allowed wet edges to push down again, creating smudging in places. So a bit slower with one person holding the stencil down whilst the other painted may have prevented some of the smudging. We also used painter's tape for the continuous lines, and we had a similar smudging problem as the road surface is not perfectly smooth, because as we pointed out in previous videos, our paint has a fine grit to it, so some of the paint made its way under the tape despite our good intentions. As in real life, where there are tight curves, we have an unbroken line. So my wife's bendable dressmaking curve was put into service again to get a consistent curve and being able to duplicate it to create a neat line. In future we'll probably use a much wider tape just to save double handling, as it was obviously we had to overlap so many pieces of the thinner tape, so a wider tape would probably do the job better. I was not completely happy with some of the blotchy areas with the lines, and after criticising others in my opening remarks, so as you'll see in the next video, I've gone round with a foam paintbrush and trimmed up with the grey paint some of the worst lines, and also taped and cleaned up the edges on some of the unbroken lines. Generally though, we're pleased with the result, and the next session we'll put in our stop and give way lines where appropriate. So catch you next time, and hit the like button on YouTube or send us a message or comments, and please ask your friends to subscribe to the Klatchko 56 YouTube channel. See you then. Bye.